Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Today's the third day of the third month of the 23rd year inside the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Now, I know there's one thing me and you have in common, me and you watching this video right now. Both of us cannot stand ugly people. I know, none of us, me and you, and many people like us cannot stand ugly people. Ugly people are unattractive. They're repulsive. And this is the reality. We just can't stand them. Not we don't have love for them, but we can't stand to be around ugly people. And when I say ugly people, I'm not talking about looks. I know Live for Love TV, if you've been around on this channel for quite a while, you would have known straight away. I'm not talking about people's looks. I'm talking about their attitude, their behavior, the way they come across to fellow human beings. That's the only thing that to me really makes you really ugly. It's not your looks, not something that your ancestors gave you, that you came from your dad or your mother. Some people are, you look at them and you can say, well, they're good looking people. But as soon as they open their mouth, as soon as you see them behavior, as soon as you see the way that they operate around you and around other people and the way they treat people, you instantly notice, now these people are ugly. To the core, to the actual core of their being, they're ugly. And they're repulsive. They repulse you. But the thing is about these people is, like all ugly people, they can change. That's why you have to love them. You see, what we don't love is a certain negativity, certain attitudes, certain behaviors. We may say, oh, we don't love thieves. We don't love murderers. We don't love molesters, whether it's children, elderly, whatever. We don't like people who molest other people. We don't like these things. Doesn't mean we don't love these people. Because anybody in the world can change. Not that they will, but anybody in the world can change. So we don't have hate for flesh and blood. And we don't dislike people in that way. But attitudes we do. And that's why some people are just beautiful. They're actually wonderful. And sometimes you see people who you may look at and think, why is that woman with that man? She's beautiful and he's ugly as far as you can see it. But you're looking at the surface level. You don't know that man. She knows that man. And she knows why she picked him over me and you. Yeah? Because he's beautiful to her. He has the core of the beauty that she's looking for. And this is what happens. You hear people say all the time, how come him there with her? Or she there with him? Or where? And you look and you think to yourself, now that is a very shallow way to look at life. To look from across the street without knowing a person's personality and then thinking that that the person is this or they're that or they don't deserve what they have. It's like when you see people with all sorts of materialistic stuff. People look and think, oh, that guy can't drive. What's he doing with a car like that? Or that woman, she's not no great driver. What's she doing with such a sports car? What do you mean what's she doing with such a sports car? That's what she deserves. The fact that you can drive it better doesn't make any difference because you don't own it. And that is where your negativity and your ugliness is coming from, because you're thinking that you can decide who deserves what and who should have what by your own terminology. This is the error of the world in which we live in. People always making up their own minds that they are God, basically. Because once you say he doesn't deserve something or she doesn't deserve something, you're making yourself some sort of a god, or demigod, as I like to call you. A demigod. You're making yourself into a demigod because we don't have the power to make these kind of decisions. We don't know why one of our children reaches to the top and the other one of our children is just languishing down in a very average state. We don't know. But from my understanding is the core of what you are is what brings you to the level. The old saying that the cream always rises to the top, in the end, I believe is very, very true. And I just wanted to share that with you today, that when we talk about ugly people on Live for Love TV, we're talking totally beyond surface level. We don't look at human beings from a surface level and say someone's ugly or someone's beautiful, because we know that's a childish thing. That's you're 20-year-old. Sorry to say, you're very young, immature people. That's how we thought when we were that age. People talk about love at first sight. What does that mean? As soon as you saw somebody's physical form, you fell in love with them. That's a very strange way to operate in life. If you love them because you're a loving being and you love the core of that person, it'd be love at every side. It'd be love every time you see anyone. not just love at first sight because somebody has the contours that you like, because that's never going to last. That's never going to last. Anyway, see you soon. Take care. Live for Love TV. Back at you.